Hi everyone! Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're talking about a really important topic, droughts. Understanding this topic can be challenging, especially when it comes to learning the right words to describe causes, effects, and solutions. Whether you're discussing climate change, water conservation, or natural disasters, knowing these words will help you express your thoughts clearly. In this lesson, we'll go over essential vocabulary related to droughts, following our English Fab website. You'll learn key terms about what causes droughts, the impact they have on the environment, and the different ways people prepare for and manage them. Now let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Causes of droughts. Lack of rainfall, when an area doesn't receive enough rain over a long period, leading to dry conditions. Climate change. Long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns that can increase drought frequency. High temperatures, excessive heat that speeds up evaporation and dries up water sources. Global warming. The increase in Earth's average temperature, affecting rainfall patterns. Deforestation, cutting down too many trees, which reduces moisture in the air and impacts rainfall. Overuse of water, using more water than can be naturally replenished, leading to shortages. Soil erosion, the loss of topsoil, which makes it harder for the land to absorb and retain water. Reduced humidity, less moisture in the air, making it difficult for clouds to form and bring rain. Changing weather patterns, shifts in climate that make some areas drier than they used to be. Desertification, when fertile land turns into desert due to a lack of water and vegetation. Groundwater depletion, using up underground water sources faster than they can be refilled. Water mismanagement, poor planning and policies that lead to unnecessary water waste. Agricultural irrigation, watering crops, which if done inefficiently can drain water supplies. Excessive evaporation, high temperatures causing water to disappear quickly from rivers, lakes, and soil. Heatwave, a prolonged period of extreme heat that worsens drought conditions. 2. Effects and consequences. Water scarcity, a severe shortage of available water for drinking, farming, and daily use. Crop failure, when plants can't grow properly due to a lack of water, leading to food shortages. Food shortage, when there isn't enough food because farms cannot produce crops. Dry riverbeds, rivers and lakes drying up due to a lack of water. Wildfires, large fires that spread quickly in dry areas, often fueled by drought conditions. Economic losses, financial damage to businesses and communities due to crop failures and water shortages. Displacement of people, families and communities forced to move because of drought. Livestock deaths, farm animals dying due to a lack of water and food. Famine, extreme food shortages that can lead to widespread hunger and malnutrition. Power shortages, a lack of electricity, especially in areas that rely on water for power generation. Dust storms, strong winds picking up dry soil and dust, reducing air quality. Habitat loss, wildlife struggling to survive as water sources dry up. Poor air quality, dry conditions increasing dust and pollutants in the air. Soil degradation, the land becoming less fertile and harder to farm. Increased desert areas, more land turning into desert due to prolonged drought. 3. Water conservation and solutions. Rainwater harvesting, collecting and storing rainwater for later use. Water rationing, limiting water use to make sure it lasts longer. Drought-resistant crops, plants that need less water and can survive in dry conditions. Sustainable irrigation, watering crops efficiently to prevent waste. Water recycling, retrieving and reusing water instead of wasting it. Desalination plants, facilities that remove salt from seawater to create drinking water. Reforestation, planting trees to help restore natural rainfall patterns. Climate adaptation, adjusting farming and water use practices to prepare for climate change. Efficient farming techniques, methods that use less water while maintaining high crop yields. Drip irrigation, a system that delivers water directly to plant roots to reduce waste. Groundwater recharge, replenishing underground water sources by allowing rainwater to soak into the ground. Reducing water waste, taking steps to use water wisely in daily life. Green infrastructure, designing cities and buildings to conserve water. Government policies, rules and regulations to help manage water use. Community awareness, educating people on how to use water more responsibly. 4. Monitoring and forecasting droughts. Drought index, a measurement used to determine the severity of a drought. Meteorological data, weather information that helps predict droughts. Hydrologist, a scientist who studies water and its movement through the environment. Rainfall measurement, tracking how much rain falls in an area to monitor drought conditions. Soil moisture levels, checking how much water is in the soil to see if plants can grow properly. Climate models, computer simulations that predict how the climate will change over time. Satellite monitoring, using satellites to track droughts from space. Water usage statistics, tracking how much water people use to find ways to conserve it. Early warning systems, alerts that warn communities about potential droughts. Drought severity scale, a ranking system that shows how bad a drought is. Weather forecasting, predicting future weather conditions, including rainfall and drought risk. Groundwater level tracking, monitoring underground water supplies to ensure they don't run out. Agricultural monitoring, checking the health of crops and livestock in drought-prone areas. River flow analysis, measuring how much water is flowing in rivers to detect shortages. Temperature trends, tracking changes in temperature to predict future droughts. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Causes of droughts. Deforestation has contributed to increased desertification in the region. When forests are removed, the land becomes dry, and over time, it can turn into a desert. This process is called desertification, which makes droughts worse. The lack of rainfall and high temperatures are causing severe drought conditions. When an area doesn't get enough rain and temperatures are extremely high, water sources dry up, leading to drought. 2. Effects and consequences. Farmers are struggling due to crop failure and water scarcity. Without enough water, crops cannot grow properly, making it difficult for farmers to produce food and support their livelihoods. The wildfires spread quickly because of the dry riverbeds and extreme heat. Droughts create dry conditions, making it easier for wildfires to start and spread rapidly, especially when riverbeds have dried up. 3. Water conservation and solutions. Many cities are implementing water rationing to deal with the drought. Water rationing is when the government limits how much water people can use to prevent running out during a drought. Farmers are planting drought-resistant crops to reduce water usage. Drought-resistant crops can survive with less water, helping farmers continue producing food even during dry conditions. 4. Monitoring and forecasting droughts. Scientists use satellite monitoring and rainfall measurement to predict droughts. Satellites and weather tools help scientists track rainfall patterns and detect potential droughts before they happen. The drought severity scale helps assess the impact of water shortages. The drought severity scale is used to measure how bad a drought is, helping governments plan for water shortages and relief efforts. That wraps up our lesson on vocabulary related to droughts. Now you have a strong understanding of the key words and phrases used to describe the causes, effects, and solutions for droughts. Remember, learning vocabulary is just the first step. Try using these words in your daily conversations, whether you're discussing environmental issues, watching the news, or writing about climate change. The more you practice, the more natural these words will feel. And don't forget, if you ever feel stuck, you can always revisit this lesson or check out our English Fab website for more learning materials. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.